before the Dallas Cowboys can dive fully deep into the 2021 offseason, they have an important task that is well above any other situation they need to handle, and that is, what do they do with quarterback Dak Prescott? Do they give him his long-term deal? Do they franchise tag him again? Do they let him walk? What is going to be the plan regarding Dak Prescott? In this video, we will talk about the situations regarding all three of the possible scenarios and what would the repercussions be for each one of them. Now, before we go further into this video, if you guys could, please make sure to leave a like. It's very easy to do and helps the channel out a lot. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new to receive more Dallas Cowboys content from me in the future. And finally, and most importantly, hit that notification bell. By hitting that notification bell, you will be notified when I post new content as well as when I go live as soon as it happens. So, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and let's get back into this video. So, first off, what happens if the Cowboys give Dak his long-term extension? Now, I understand from a certain point of view from people, if you give the quarterback all the money, you're not going to be able to sign all the key free agents and this, that, and a third. I get that argument. Here's my problem with that. My main issue with that is that the Cowboys don't really do a lot in free agency in terms of giving out long-term deals. As we know from Stephen Jones and through the experience that we've seen over the past couple seasons, the Cowboys are more concerned about re-signing their own players over anything else. If you're looking for someone to get a lot of money, it's going to be a Dallas Cowboys player getting money from the Cowboys organization. It's not going to be someone coming from an outside organization into the Cowboys. So I want people to understand that. So I don't want to hear the argument of, well, if we don't sign, or rather if we, let Dak walk, then we'll be able to have more flexibility. We can just get a rookie quarterback, this, that, and the third. I think that's a load of malarkey because the problem is again, the Cowboys don't spend a lot of money in free agency. So I think that's really stupid. So the biggest thing is giving Dak Prescott a long-term extension has that confidence with not only Dak, but the rest of the team. We can clearly see that Dak is the heart and soul of the Dallas Cowboys right now, and he is that charismatic leader that everyone rallies around. By giving him his long-term deal, a lot of people will be satisfied that, hey, he's going to be our guy for the next 4 to 5 years, and we don't have to worry about the situation, and we can just focus on winning football games. Now, with that being said, I think it's important that the Cowboys do reach a long-term extension with Dak Prescott. By doing so, the Cowboys will be able to know they have a guy that they can rely on for the next 5 years, 4 years, however long the deal is, and they can basically worry about other positions, and we can just get behind this whole, does Dak Prescott deserve his money? And I think that's now a ludicrous argument given what happened this season. Now, there is a second possibility, and that is if things don't work out in getting a long-term deal, the Cowboys are going to franchise tag Dak Prescott. This is no question about it. If they don't come to a long-term deal by the end of March, they are going to ensure that Dak Prescott gets franchise tagged so no one can get him. And now the thing is when you franchise tag him, it's going to be worth about $37 million. So at that point, it's like, why the hell are you doing that? Because you might as well just give him his long-term extension, because it would be a lot worth, it would be more of a hit. If you know what I mean, like it won't be as much of a hit on the cap as many people would expect it to be, and you don't have to worry about, well, you got to pay him next year and the price tag keeps going up. So in the event that Dak Prescott gets franchise tag, I think that would be a slap in the face to Dak Prescott, because basically, and I've said this numerous times on the channel in terms of just pointing this out, the Joneses have said Dak's the guy, he's our quarterback, he's the future. Every single word to describe and just show, hey, we have confidence that Dak Prescott is our guy long term. But they've yet to give him his contract. And that's something that's irked me, because if you're having the confidence that he's your guy, then why are you willing to give everyone else money but not your quarterback, especially with the quarterback market being the way it is? And I don't want to hear people go like, well, Dak shouldn't ask for so much money. But again, when you look at the quarterback market, of course he's going to ask for a ton of money given the resume that he has currently. And compared to other people that in his class, he's clearly the best. I mean, we've already had arguments of whether or not he, is better than Carson Wentz. That's obvious. There are arguments if he's better than Jared Goff. Obviously, he is. He's the best quarterback in his draft class. And more importantly, you look at other people that have come into the league. You know, Dak Prescott is a top quarterback in this league. So I think that it's a slap in the face to Dak Prescott if you give him another franchise tag. And I wouldn't be shocked if he walked after that. Because, again, it's just the disrespect there. And he's just trying to, get his fair due. And that's fair. Now, obviously, the final part is if the Cowboys let him walk, which isn't going to happen this year. But if it does happen, the Cowboys are going to be shooting themselves in the foot, and they're going to be screwed for the next however many years if they don't find the right guy. And I understand that there are many people that are like, well, if we get a young guy, there's a possibility that he can be just as good as Dak or better. Now, here's the thing. The draft is a crapshoot. Basically, I describe it as a lottery because you don't know when you're going to hit a jackpot or when you're just going to bust. And sure, while many people will sit here and be like, well, look at what happened with Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, etc., etc., if you really look at the quarterbacks taken in the first round over the past however many seasons, it's not really good. There's a higher chance that you're getting a bust more than a franchise quarterback. And I don't want people to sit here and just try to change the complexion because Patrick Mahomes was a first-round guy, 10th pick a couple years ago. Deshaun Watson, same thing. Lamar Jackson, Josh, etc., etc. Those are situations where you need to hope the quarterback fits what you're trying to do, number one. Number two, he's good enough to be a quality and good franchise quarterback. I could go on. The point I'm trying to get at is that would you rather have the proven commodity or the mystery box? And if you honestly want to take a chance with the mystery box, 9 times out of 10, or not necessarily 9 times out of 10, but more likely than not, you're going to be facing a bust rather than a success. And so for me, I think it's imperative that the Cowboys get Dak Prescott on a long-term deal because I don't trust this team to fully evaluate the quarterback position. Oh, well, they drafted Dak in the 4th round. Dak wasn't their first guy. Their first guy was Paxton Lynch. They tried to trade up for him. They weren't able to do that, thank God. Then they tried to get Connor Cook. That didn't work out. And Dak was the other guy that they decided to, get because obviously, Jason Garrett was at the Senior Bowl. Jason Garrett was trying to vouch for him. The Cowboys aren't really good at evaluating quarterback prospects. That's for sure. And so I understand that, and I'm not trying to say that towards late or undrafted guys because I don't think that's fair. But from 2016, we've already known what the Cowboys were trying to do. And luckily, they dodged 2 bullets to land Dak Prescott. And now they have a franchise guy that they can lean on. So I don't want to go any further. But once again, I think that it's imperative that the Dallas Cowboys get Dak Prescott on a long-term deal. Because if they don't, they're looking at many years probably in which they need to try and find their guy, and we don't know how successful they're going to be. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace out, guys. Bye-bye.